everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cooper and I'm a 25-year-old cash budgeter who's saving for the future, as well as the owner of Purely Budgets over on Etsy. In today's video, we're going to be cash budgeting $620 for my most recent check. And then we're also going to be doing my Etsy paycheck that I received from May. So I first off want to say thank you to everybody who supported my launch in May. It was very successful. It was my second successful launch that I've done this year. And I am forever grateful for every single one of you that have shown support on the challenges, specifically the sandbox, as well as my Bridgerton theme challenge. I am so excited that everybody loved them so much. But with that being said, I'm just gonna be doing $620 for my check as well as my Etsy check. Things are gonna be looking a little bit different in this video, and I will kind of talk about those as the video kind of goes on a little bit more. But we're just gonna jump right on in right now with my everyday binder. Let's see, let me just shift some things off to the side a little bit so I have a little bit more room here with my binder. Yesterday was Sunday and I posted my first ever Sunday savings video, which I was so excited about. It was kind of like a test run to see if everybody really liked it, and it seemed like it got really good views, and I enjoyed playing all the challenges in it. And if you guys haven't watched my Sunday savings video, make sure to go check that out. It was posted yesterday. Pretty much, I also show off a brand new binder that I have that's coming to my shop actually later this week on Friday. And yeah, I mean, it just has all these challenges in it, and I want you guys to go support all the creators that are in it and support the video, because it was the first one ever on my channel and I have not done anything similar to it before. And so I was really excited to do something totally different. And my car insurance, I'm gonna be doing $72. That's what we normally put in there. And then school, where it's gonna be getting its normal $250, that never changes. But yeah, other than that, I hope everybody had a great weekend so far, I hope everybody had a great weekend. It is now Monday. I am filming this today. I am posting it. So you guys will be seeing this later today or whenever it is posted. I film this early in the morning and then I get it posted later in the afternoon. And then I also film the rest of my videos for the week as well. Christmas is gonna be getting $30. And then, so I'm gonna do the 30. And then down here, I have my car. And the reason I put my car in here already is because I was going through my binders later this week or during the weekend, and I figured out that my car, like the amount of money I have in there plus my tracker aren't aligning. So I need to figure out how to get one more icon, and I only need $20 to complete that. So I'm gonna be putting the $20 in there now, and then we'll come back to the other sections later down the line. But yeah, every so often I go through my binders to make sure that my trackers are doing okay. And when I did my cash reallocation video, I was supposed to scratch all my trackers off and color them off, and never did. So my trackers were all completely messed up. Eating out, we're gonna skip it one more time. And then self-care, we're just gonna jump over here and just do $20. So eating out's gonna get 0, and then self-care is gonna get 20. We've been pretty good about not eating out. It's been very difficult because it is hot where I live, and being in the kitchen, plus the living room and the dining room and the kitchen are all open concept, and they have a lot of windows, so it gets really hot in those areas. So it's like, I don't really wanna cook as much as I possibly can. So it's been very difficult not to eat out is what I'm trying to say. Coffee, it has 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 26. I don't know what I wanna do in here. I do $2 increments, so I may just do $10 in here. And real quick, I'm just gonna figure this out to make sure that this is correct, because I do so much talking and then I always lose track if I've put everything in there. Okay, so $218 is what we have left. My car maintenance, the tracker is all messed up. It says I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so $35 in here. I did just pull the money out because I do need to go to the store after this and get a brand new cabin air filter as well as an engine air filter. I'm probably saying those completely wrong. I'm not a car person whatsoever. All I need to know is I need to get new air filters for my car because it is the summertime. I'm using the AC a little bit more, so I need to change those out just so, you know, for better fuel, whatever that is. You guys know what I'm saying. I'm just on a chit-chatty rampage this morning, and I probably need to like slow down. I have had no coffee this morning, so this is just me fresh out of bed, and I just need to stop for a second. Woosah, breathe, Cooper. Okay, so car maintenance. I did, like I said, I just unstuffed this. I need to scratch all those off or clean them off, and let's just do $10 in maintenance right now. And I'm obviously gonna be able to come back because I'm gonna have more money at the end than I expect. We will skip this challenge. We'll skip emergency fund, and then Vampire Diaries. I'm gonna go ahead and put $20 in there. And that's because I have officially completed the second season, which went by so quick. I have been fulfilling so many orders, which I'm honestly so grateful for. But that means that I have been watching Vampire Diaries, and I don't have my black erasable markers, so I'm just gonna leave it empty for right now, and we'll come back and do that later. So $20 is going in there. But yeah, so I've officially finished the second season of Vampire Diaries. I just started the third season, and I think I'm just gonna take it a little bit slow because every time you move up in a season, you have to pay an extra $10. So season 3 is gonna be $30. And then it goes all the way up to, I think, season 8 or season 7, which is like $70 or $80. And that is crazy. So car, we already talked about, we took the $20 out. Rent is going to be getting $25. And then phone is going to be getting $30, which it normally does. And then subscriptions, let's see. Let's just do 30, no, not 30. Do I wanna do 30? No, let's do 15. Let's just stick to our bare minimum in there and we'll do 15. We don't really need subscriptions that often. Okay, and then the last binder is going to be our yearly 1K binder, which we are done with June. We are working on July. So I have enough money that I might just tackle the largest number and just do $35 and just get it out of the way so I don't have to worry about it. So we'll do 35. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark this off real quick because I do have the marker I want to use. And this 1K challenge does come from the Remarkable Dollar, so you guys can go ahead and check her out. She is always linked down below. So make sure you check her out and grab your yearly 1K. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have $83 here, and we're gonna separate those in between my Mean Girls and my 1K challenge. And the reason I'm doing that is because these challenges are very large challenges that I would like to try to move a little further along. So let's see. Okay, let's go into my Mean Girls and let's see how much we have in here so far. So I have 200 in the bank. I have 20, 30, and 40. I could easily complete this one and call it good, but I kind of don't want to do that. So let's take that $3 is going to drive me insane. I'm going to have to put that $3 somewhere. I may move it over into like my freebie Friday or my group play. 10, 20, 30, which would leave me with $30 more. So let's just do 30 in here, and we may come back and end up doing 40, but we'll do, you know what? Let's do 40. Let's do 40 and then put 40 in the other challenge as well. Okay, I'm gonna set that off to the side and let that dry real quick. So in my Mean Girls, we're gonna be doing $40. And what I'm gonna do real quick is in this group play, I'm gonna go ahead and do 33. So we'll take away that 3 and we'll be left with 40 here. Okay. So in here we have, this is my stair step to 1K and $15 or less from the Plan Dollar. She does not have a YouTube, but she does have an Instagram. And so I will try to leave her all her stuff down below. But what we're going to do is I'm just gonna start subtracting. We're gonna go down the line and start subtracting at this point. So I know that so we're gonna do 10. Let's just mark this off. So 10, we'll do 15. I see, but then I don't want to do all that. So I could do this 15 here for 30 and this 15 here for the other 30, like the half of 30. So that would be 10, 15, and 15, which would give me 0. So that would be $40. So let's do it that way. I know we're skipping over these 10s, but I would rather get the 15s out of the way than the 10s. And then that means we're closer to the end of this row. So So this one here will give us 200, and that one will actually give us 500. So we have already completed the 200. This one's gonna give us the 500, and then the next one's gonna be 250. So this one is going to be very large. It has a lot larger denominations. But with that being said, I'm just gonna move my binder off to the side real quick, and then I'm gonna speed this portion up and make sure that I have $620. And then I will be right back and we'll go ahead and finish off my business. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I have done all that correct, and now we're gonna go into my business binder here. And this is where things are gonna get a little bit different. Like I was saying earlier in the video, things are gonna look a little different. And this is why I have decided that I'm gonna take some of my envelopes out and keep them in a separate business account. So what I was doing is every time I got a paycheck from Etsy, I would go ahead and move it over into a savings account, and then I would pull it all out and put it into these binders. But then I was finding that I was gonna have to go into these binders, unstuff them, take them back, and it just felt like I wasn't able to really fully monitor all of my spending. So what I did was I opened up a completely separate bank account within my normal bank for my business, and now everything's gonna be deposited into there. I'm gonna keep a certain amount of money in there, and then I'm gonna cash stuff the rest of it, which are my larger amounts of money. So we are gonna see some envelopes completely missing, and then there is something brand new in here. So I added a new decor piece, which you guys will be seeing later this week in a video. So here is a binder decor piece from Angie's Finance. It says Adventures Worthwhile in itself from Amelia Earhart. And then below it, you can see that there is a star piece. I'm gonna kind of bring this a little bit closer. So this is what it looks like. So you can see that there is a star piece down here. It is made with linen paper, so it does have that texture to it, but there will be a full reveal of that item later down the line. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for that. So we have everything else normal in here. And then we are gonna kind of just go through at this point. I have $1,040. That is not my full Etsy paycheck. I am leaving the rest of it in the bank account, but that does include my taxes. So taxes, I found out that I'm gonna have to take $340 out of taxes. So my full check was $1,700. And I take 20% every single check from that, move it over into these envelopes, and then put them in a high yield savings account to start collecting interest on them, which is pretty much just passive income. So for that, I figured out $340 was what I needed to take out. My binders, we're going to be doing $500 in binders, just because I am looking to purchase a very large amount of binders, and it's going to cost me a lot of money. So I'm gonna try to put as much as I can in there. And then I don't even know how much I have in my envelopes. So let's just take a look real quick. So I have 1, 2, 3, 20. Let's go ahead and try to make this even. So I need 100, 200, 300, 80, but let's make it 500. So we'll do 180 in there, which should give us $20 left. So so 180 in envelopes, and then $20 in PO box, which should be fine because I think I have $60 in there. So 80, that's totally fine. I have a whole year to pay this off, so I'm kind of moving along at a very slow, like snail's pace with that PO box, just because I don't need it right away. But that is it for my business binder. It is a lot smaller at this point. I've taken out my freebie envelopes as well as my packing supplies and my product supplies, and those will just stay in my actual account, and we'll kind of just leave them there and then pay whatever I need to with that. It did come with its own debit card, so I can just use my debit card to go buy anything I need to, rather than just putting it on a credit card. But then again, if I put it on a credit card, then I at least get the travel points. At this point now, where I'm just gonna go through and just kind of figure out my denominations. So my car insurance is going to be getting 6, that is so wrong, not 6, 3. Okay, so 3, that's 60, a 10 for 70, and then 2 ones. We're gonna be doing our normal 200 and then the 150 in here. In Christmas, we'll be doing a 20 and a 10, We'll do a 20, a 10, a 10, 2 20s. I'm just gonna go through this kind of quickly here. So 120, another 20, a 20 and a 5, a 20 and a 10, a 10 and a 5, and then a 20, a 10 and a 5 for 35. And then this one's gonna be getting 5, and then we'll do 100. Ooh, 100, and let's do 4 20s for 80. 340, we will do 3 100s and then 2 20s. PO box, we'll do a 20, and then group play, we're gonna do, let's do a 10 in a group play. So that is 10. We'll do 20, so we'll do 2 5s, so that'll be 10, 20, and then we'll do 13 ones. That'll give us the 33. Sunday savings, we will do 2 and 20, so it'll be 30, and the same thing here, we'll do 2 and 20 for 30. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this piece out here, and we will go down here and do the rest of them. So real quick, I'm just gonna speed through this real fast, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have completed everything, and everything is fully zeroed out. So that means I did everything correct. We're gonna do 55 ones, 9 5s, 8 10s, 21 20s, 150, and 11 hundreds. So everything totals out to be exactly 0. So everything was done correctly. I'm gonna put this away in my happy planner at this point, and then we are all done with this video. So I'm so sorry about earlier in the video with me completely just spewing words, messing up. I'm so sorry about that if you have watched till that point. But if you have watched till this point, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when a new video is uploaded. And with that being said, we'll see you in the next one.